That was a good score to see coming into this segment here. 93-92 over Brainerd. Tom Uvaas, Jake Fisher, Dominic Jones, Otter boys swimming and diving team being represented here on Craig Olson Sports Live tonight. And congratulations, Coach Uvaas, on that win over Brainerd. That was a good one.
Well, thank you very much. You know, it's a good meet, and I was really happy for the seniors, as I mentioned before. You know, if you had to have a meet that would be really special if you're a senior, that would be it. I mean, to swim against a very great opponent like Brainerd, we have great history against them, and then to have it come down to the 400 free relay was kind of sweet. And then, of course, everyone contributed, and it was the first time in a meet like this where we've taken every first, which was pretty incredible.
Every first place, every event went the Otters' way. Well, like he said, he was real happy for the seniors. How about it, seniors? Is that the way you like to have that last home meet?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah, it was great. I really liked it. A lot of good memories.
Did you, I don't know how much, I know you pre-score these things, but do you guys think you could go out and dominate like that as far as first place finishes? Because, you know, obviously Brainerd's got some depth because they scored a lot of points too and didn't get any first. That's pretty amazing. Did that surprise you when you realized you had done that?
Yeah, I thought they were going to be a little bit faster than they were, but I heard they had a guy who was sick, one of their faster guys, so we kind of caught a break on that one.
Okay. Well, it's a great way to end the home season, your home career. That a little emotional there, Dominic, too?
Oh, yeah, definitely. But it was really nice, though, because we went out with a bang at home, you know.
Mm-hmm. Good crowd?
Yeah.
And it gets pretty loud in there, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, that was very loud.
Tom, Brainerd has had a great program for a long time, and I know you pre-score the meets a lot. What did it look like going in when you pre-scored it? Did it look like we'd see a meet like this?
Yeah, it did, because actually what we did is we gave events of plus or minuses. And so we knew the medley relay we have a +2 because we would take first, and we knew they'd probably take second and third. So we did. It was 8-6. We have a +2 there. 200 freestyle, we thought we'd come up a little bit more than that, but we placed even, but that was all right. The IM, we placed just what we thought. The 50 freestyle, we had disqualification, and that was kind of big for us, so there's a couple points there. But then in the diving, we really picked up some great points. Actually, they scored 11 points in that event, and to Brainerd's 5, so we got +6 there. And so then it looked really quite like doable going down. One of the key races was 200 freestyle relay. We had to win that relay in order to win the meet. And then the 400 freestyle relay went down to that one, and things just worked out really nice. And you know, I don't know, looking at from a coach and watching the last event, it's nice to have the swimmers be in control of their destiny. And that's what you can do. So it's nice to have, we have very good 400 free relay, although that relay swam against Brainerd at maroon and gold and was a second behind them. So we knew that we'd have to give our best shot. It was our home pool, and of course it's a big night for us, and possibly one young man was maybe a little ill during that time, but he still swam a great split. They all swam 50-point splits, and we did really well, so we're actually happy. And have Jacob up there anchoring it,
yes.
You know, and how nice to be a senior captain in your last meet at home, and then you get a chance to win the meet, and that's all you can ask for is to have a chance. Or Dominic and how you have breaststroke. I mean, he had to win the breaststroke for us to do so well, and that's what it took.
Well, let's look at some of this action and talk about it as we do. And you always start well with that 200 medley relay, and this was no different than any meet. You had a strong relay here.
Well, really do. You know, Joe Kitzman is really a solid performer. You know, he takes command of the backstroke right away, and again, it's too bad we don't have more home meets because he is so fun to watch. He's got that great dolphin kick underwater, and comes up, and right away we have about a 1.5 yard lead, which is really huge. And then here's Dominic in the breaststroke, and Dominic has great starts. And in the 50 breaststroke, he split 28, I believe, which is another. He's been very consistent with it at that time. He can probably tell you better than I can on that. And he's coming down very nice. And again, Dominic is, of course, right now, I believe, the #1 breaststroker in our conference, or right up there. And a nice commanding lead. And now, as a coach, you're saying to yourself, you just want to make sure that the starts are safe, because we're really going for place and not time. Time is really not important to us. We just want the points. And that was a nice start by Andy Sturger. And he had a very good meet here. Coming out of this event, he has from the 200 freestyle right away, and actually swam a nice race there. And it comes off the wall nice and clean. And then we're going to finish up with Zachary House. And Zachary House is a very good senior for us, and it's going to hit right there. And nice start for Zachary. And again, he's got a commanding lead, so all we have to do is just basically take first place.
Zach really came all the way back from that injury he suffered a year ago in cross country.
Yeah.
Did he even get to swim for you last year at all?
Yes, he did.
He did, okay.
Yeah, it's amazing. He actually came back in about 3 weeks and was able to swim quite well.
Okay.
And so.
Well, that's a great way to start a night like that, you know.
It is.
Touch first, and a pretty good gap there between first and second place. What is that time? Was that a personal best time, 1:44?
I don't know. Is it? You guys probably know times.
No, I think we've gone like about a second faster, but it was good because we were way ahead, so it's kind of hard to judge.
Didn't really have to push it at the end there so much either, but yeah, that's a great way to start the meet, and it seems like you're always in that situation, guys. You know, winning that first event, that is kind of a trademark, isn't it, Dominic, to go out and win that first one?
I don't know. We've had really good competitors, but we usually come out on top, I guess.
Does that help to get you going to win that first event?
Yeah, I think it sets a good tone with everyone else, just to know how to the competitiveness, the level of competition.
Sure. And gets the juices flowing too there, and you get that first place. Let's look at the 200 freestyle, Tom, and Jake, this is one of your big events, right?
It is.
How do you, now you swim a lot of different races here, but how do you like the 200 free? Is this one of your favorite events?
It's up there. It's, in high school, people consider more of a distance event, but you have to swim it like a sprint. You don't really have time to let up.
Mm-hmm.
So
you take it all out in one sprint?
Not absolutely all out. I try to save a little bit so I'm not completely dead at the end, but...
Okay.
You see how close it is between Jake and lane 5 there. So.
And you have also Andrew Sturger?
Yep, he's at the lane 2 right there. It's Andy. And we're hoping that Andy could take third here. I think he does. No, fourth.
Fourth place,
fourth,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. And we had their time, so we knew that they're all under 2 minutes for the 200 freestyle. So we knew it was going to be a really close race. And of course, Jake really came through and had a great finish right there. And we thought this race would be going to be closer.
Jake, does it help to know the competitor you're going up against, know kind of what you're in for?
I like it. If they're really fast, you're going to have a really good challenge. And I don't know, I like that better, actually, than knowing that you're seated about 4 or 5 seconds ahead of them. I'd rather have it be close. Better race.
Here we have the 200 IM, Tom, and this was a good race for you as well. Another first place, Cal Moritzen taking first in this race, and Clay Danielson finished in 5th place. And again, we talk about the versatility of your swimmers a lot, and how you really preach learning all the strokes and getting to swim all the strokes comfortably and competitively. And this event really challenges swimmers.
It really does. It's a tricky event because you swim 50 yards every event, every stroke. And so sometimes you start really fast thinking that this will be a cakewalk, and pretty soon you get to the breaststroke, you start to crumble really quick. So, but again, what I said about Joe Kissman would be the same about Cal Morrison. He's got just a very smooth, powerful stroke. He doesn't waste any energy. He grabs the water perfectly. And Clay has swum the 200 freestyle a lot for us, but we put him in the IM because he has a good time, first of all, and we knew he raced really well. And the race between Clay and lane 1 here is quite a race, and it's going to end up where Clay just gets out-touched by 100th of a second. And again, instead of 5th place, would be a 4th place with a 2-point swing. But what a great battle. And you can see now Cal's way ahead. And Cal, I hope, is thinking about conserving his energy for some other races down the road, but maybe not.
Do you do that, guys? Do you just think about that when you're swimming?
Occasionally in closer meets, but I usually don't really worry about it too much.
I think it's more of a coaching thing.
Yeah, coaches, yeah.
Watch this finish up between Clay and this young man in lane 1 there. You can see how close it is.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like that. And we really thought Clay had him. We really did. But these touch pads could be kind of funny.
Oh yeah, it's important to have to swim all the way through it, isn't it, guys?
Yeah, definitely.
You don't want to let up. Yeah. All right, let's look at the 50 free. Dominic, this is your event. Did you feel like you had a pretty good start here?
Yeah. I felt pretty good this whole race.
It's over so quickly.
Yeah.
23:02, is that your best?
No, not my best, but pretty close to it.
You know, it's amazing. I always am amazed when I see personal best time from somebody who's been swimming the 50 free for a long time. It's like, how much faster can you go, you know?
Well, Dominic's had a number of personal bests, or seasonal bests, the 22s, but that's...
All right, let's look at the 100 butterfly. And this was a good event for the Otters.
Yes. Again, we have Joe Kitchman, and we have Andy, and we have...
Clay?
Yeah, put Clay in there. We thought that this would be an event where we could pick up points, where everyone could move up a little bit, and Joel had a really tough race for first place. We had their times again. The difference in times between the two were within, I think, 0.5 of a second. But Joel really took command of this race, and you can see this third turn right where he is. He's got a comfortable lead, and then we got Andy right here at the bottom right now in third place. And if he holds that means we're all scoring by 2 points. And I think he will. And we're a little surprised. We didn't realize that the third flyer was going to be right up there. Clay's from a very nice time, but their flyers really dropped a little bit.
Yeah, that's a great event for the Otters to be able to have three individuals score there. And for a team that doesn't have a lot of depth, it's good to have three flyers like that.
Yeah, it is. We actually have 4 flyers, but it's a good event.
Yeah, is this your I don't want to call it a lineup, but is this your varsity lineup that you're going to use throughout the rest of the season, which is coming to conclusion rapidly?
Parts of it will be, but Dominic will probably for sure swim the 5,300 breaststroke. Jake sacrificed for the team for the 500, and I don't think he'll be swimming that for state. Unless he tells me something about it. But Jake will probably be doing the 2 and the 1. And Cal will put in the 100 freestyle in this event meet, but we'll probably put him in the 100 breaststroke, I would imagine, in the 200 simply because he'll place higher in state. So it's a different lineup for state compared to this.
Well, let's watch Cal in the 100 freestyle here, along with Daniel Kowalski. Yeah. And you do have a lot of options, don't you, in the freestyle events, Tom? You've got a lot of kids that you could put in here.
Well, we do, and we could move in other kids, but keep in mind, Brainerd has a swimmer that's a 50.0 swimmer, and so is Cal. And again, Cal took this is a relay. This is a 200 free relay.
Oh, this is the relay. Okay.
That's okay.
My mistake.
Yeah, this is a great relay. We're really excited about this. This is Cal swimming the 50 right here, but we're really excited because this relay has really dropped nicely, and this unless we hear differently, we'll probably run this relay for sections in state, I think, because it's one of our stronger relays.
Well, you mentioned this was an important event to win in this meet.
Yeah, and they were aware of our time in this relay, but I don't think they were aware of the possibility of us winning it. And again, this is, I believe, Dominic, right, Tom? Are you anchoring this?
Jake anchored.
Jake, that's right, this is Jake. Jake comes right out of the 500 and swims this race, which is really hard to do, and does a great job.
Yeah, how hard is that to do, Jake?
Well, you can't feel your arms, so
yeah.
I guess some people would consider it hard and some would consider it easy. So, I don't know, it's not too bad.
Coach Uvaas talked about you sacrificing for the team and swimming that 500. Obviously, if you win it when you don't swim it normally, and here you go out and win it, that's an event you feel you could do pretty well at that if you train for the 500 regularly?
If I trained, it'd be good. But I swam it once at, what was it? I don't know, Apollo?
Was it Wilmer?
Yeah, it was Wilmer.
518?
No, my first time I swam it was in...
Oh, it might have been Apollo.
It was in Apollo.
So. Yeah.
And it was a rough race because I wasn't in very good shape yet. And then now I'm in better shape, so my times are 15 seconds faster or something. So I don't mind it, I guess. But
it's got to be a mentally challenging race more than any of them, though, just to be focused and be able to do it. What is it? 20 times, right?
Yeah.
Back and forth.
But I think what's neat about people like Jacob is that it prepares them for the next journey in college. And who knows, you might be swimming the 5 and the 1,000. I mean, you have no idea. Think of the fun you have.
The 1,000.
And the 1650 too.
Oh my!
But you never know where you're going to go, you know. So, but back to this particular meet, we had to put somebody in the 500 because otherwise Brainerd would 1, 2, 3 us, and we couldn't do that. And so we have a number of kids we could put in there, and it just worked out with Cal swimming the 100 free so well that we could put Jake in the 500, and that was really a godsend for us.
You guys kind of like the strategy part of it when you are talking about the meets and what you have to do?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I know, especially last year, kids would, in classes, they would write up a lineup and then pass it around and be like, oh, any changes we should make and stuff. So, no, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's fun. I don't know.
When was it? Do we have practice? Anyway, I gave you the lineup Wednesday night. Was that when I did that? No, it was Monday morning I worked on it.
Yeah.
So I gave them the lineup and I said, take a look at this, see what you think. And then they made a copy of it, and then we got together and we thought that would be a goal. Yeah. So we do a lot of collaboration because, I mean, these guys know teammates as well as I do, and it is a collaborative event.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to have that input too, right?
Yeah. We also changed the relay against Sartell, which was important.
That was really nice, yeah.
Well, let's look at the 100 backstroke, and this is another strong event for the Otters in this meet as, well, another first place finish for you.
And again, it's Joe Kitzman right there, and he just, again, ditto in the fly. This gentleman was also very close to Joe by time, and Joe just took a real commanding lead there and just really hit it on all cylinders. And again, this is a race, again, we thought kind of like with the fly, we have really 3 good backstrokers in this race. We have Zachary House in lane 2 there, and you can see how close he is among all 3 of these swimmers. And then comes off the wall, and I believe they're just going to out-touch us by a little bit here. But great race by Zachary.
And Kyle Besky, one of your seniors in here as well?
Yep, he's in lane 6, and Kyle actually swims his best time, so he does a great job. But you can see again the depth of Brainerd, how they finish like 2, 3, 4, just like that, and how deep they are.
And there are obviously 2 ways to win a meet here, one with all the first place finishes, as you did, and the other with the depth, and Brainerd has won many with their depth.
But we need to mention that if you take a 1st and 5th in every event, you'll lose the meet.
Really?
So so you have to take. So diving was huge for us, and so were the few times when we were able to place like I believe the 1st and was it 3rd in the 50 free? No, what event did we get 3rd in? And there's a couple of events where we did get 9 points.
Okay.
Which there were 7.
The end of let's look at the diving first before we get to the end of the meet here. We have Kyle Russ dives here, and Kyle. Well, he's had just a tremendous year for you.
Yeah, he really has. And, not only are his required dives so good, but his twists are amazing. And this is how we can really get some nice points in that right there.
That entry into the water, he's so smooth on that. Yeah. He's improved that a lot.
Oh, he has. And his DD, all these dives are 2.2 dives. And what's nice about that is if the judging is all 5s for everyone, then if you have a degree of difficulty, you're definitely going to get more points. So, and what a great way to come out as a senior in diving. Taking first place against Brainerd that has traditionally had a tremendous diving program.
And I see the Otters sitting across the way watching the diving. I know you guys were talking about that on the radio, I think, when we had you on, how it used to be a break time. You'd walk around and do something because we had maybe one diver. Now you're sitting there watching these guys, right?
That's a big part of the meet now.
Yeah. Fun to see that point total go up when you guys are sitting there watching, And then Kyle's not the only guy that's doing it.
No. Reed is doing a great job, and Michael. I mean, those guys are doing great. Even like the 400 free relay, we told the boys, and Jake kind of smiles now, but he just said, no, win this relay for the divers. I don't know how often do I say that. But they had such a stellar performance, we thought we would just stay up with them.
Exactly. Yeah, Kyle was first, Michael Osnes was third, and Reed Magnuson was fourth. And then Mikey Pistolka's been doing a good job for you as well.
Yeah.
You've got some nice depth there.
Yeah, it's going to really help at CLC because we have 4 divers that will score, and that'll be a huge factor in that meet.
The 100 breaststroke, Dominic, this is the event that you won again. So the breaststroke, as far as swimming that event as compared to the other strokes, is this more about timing, all about timing? Can you have
Yeah, it's definitely timing because you have to time it when you go in and out of the turns because if you short stroke it or if you glide into the turn, you're going to lose time and you have the pullouts and everything.
And how about when you push off here on your turn, staying underwater for, do you have a certain count in your head for that? Or?
You kind of know from the pullout because you throw your arms down and then when you do your kick and bring them up, you're kind of pulling yourself up to the surface. So you don't want to go too deep on the pullout.
And this race was a big race for you, obviously. Is this a personal best for you time-wise, or are you
No,
1:05? No?
it's not my best, no.
Okay, so you've got room to improve here.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you look for that to happen through the taper time here, getting to sections and all that. Now the event that, you know, made the difference at the end here, the 400 freestyle relay, this is, well, everything's on the line, right? You win it, you win the meet.
Too bad I don't have the sound of this because it'd be fun to listen to the crowd. You know, and I think this is one of the great things about our venue is that we have a tradition of a lot of cheering going on. And, you know, is it Otter relay or whatever it is, but it's just neat to see. And so the first swimmer here is
Cal. Cal's really pumped up for this.
Yeah. And what's nice is he's rested now because he didn't swim the 100 breaststroke. So we got just a great lead there. Coming down, and you can see how smooth and strong he is. And then just Joe Kisman. Yeah.
You guys are on a mission in this event, I bet, huh?
Well, it's a long event. It's 400 yards.
Yeah.
So it's not like the 200 free relay. So you got opportunities to move up or lose your lead. But this worked out great for us.
Jake, when do you start thinking about it as the anchor guy here, really focusing on, hey, I better get ready here, I'm almost ready to get in the water?
I was ready the whole time.
Okay.
But you kind of see what you have to do if you have a lead or not coming in about here.
Yeah. And here's Andy going.
As his third leg unfolds.
This is really important, this leg right here. And Andy swam well. Did a good job. Held the position. And here we are. And you can just, well, actually, you're even. I thought you had a little bit of a lead, but you really didn't. And then it gets fun.
You feel pretty strong here, Jake, because you've already been through quite a bit in this meet.
I felt good, but I was really tired. Like, it was all adrenaline right there.
And final 50 here.
Yeah, well, it was fun to see you take that little commanding lead there because my heart was beating a little bit less. You can see the crowd, the boys at the end there, from both teams cheering. And then that was it.
And this keeps you undefeated in dual meets and gives Brainerd their first loss in dual meets. So if you guys go on and take care of business on Thursday against Alexandria, you will at least earn a share of the conference title. Is that right?
Well, maybe. Because what happens, we'll have the most points going into the conference meet, but we'd have to take at least second to have a share. And if we would take third, and if Brainerd would win the meet outright, then we would be 2 points behind them, and they would.
Okay.
We'd be runners up. So it's a neat system because it's 2 points for every win, and so we'll have those points. And then in the meet, depending upon what place you take, if you take first place, I think you get 16 points. If you take second, you get 14 points. If you take third, you take 12 points, whatever it is. And so there's that separation. So,
how do you match up with the Cardinals?
well, the boys probably know better than I do, but I think it's going to be a great meet. I think our depth will be more important. They're going to take some first for sure. They've got a pretty good swimmer, but I think we can stay healthy and go in there and not make any mistakes. We have a good chance of winning the meet. It's been pre-scored by a number of people, and it's like a 9-point swing to us, depending upon what we do. We probably have to talk about the 500, and I know Jacob mentioned it a little bit that we could maybe do something a little bit different there, and put somebody else in there. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know. It just depends. And also, we like to have some of the kids swim their events for sections, so it'd be nice to have Cal swim the breaststroke one time, or else have Jake swim the 100 freestyle. And we can put Joe Kitzman in the 500, but then you have to wait, what do we do in the backstroke? Because we want to cover that then too. So,
how do you guys like Alexandria's pool and swimming in that environment?
I describe it as my second home, pretty much.
Okay.
When I was younger, I'd swim there 2 or 3 times a summer, so I get kind of used to it.
Dominic, how about you?
I really like it there. The water's like really smooth. The walls are a little slippery, but you adjust to it, and I really like it there.
You guys pretty confident you can go out and do what you have to do to beat conference champions, having beaten Brainerd?
Yeah, I think we can do it. We know what we have to do. We just need to do it.
Mm-hmm.
He said it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, of course, the drive is there as seniors too, again, to get that conference title. Tom, your program has been so competitive, girls and boys, in the conference since you've joined the Central Lakes Conference. That's pretty exciting, I think, to see. I always thought that Fergus missed that conference competition, that they were missing out on something there. Obviously, it's not the end-all, be-all to a season. You want the sections in the state, but to be in a conference gives you that little extra drive, I think, in a meet.
I think so. It's nice, you know your competition. Like these boys have swum against, many of these swimmers since they've been freshmen. So they know who they're swimming against. They have mutual respect. As coaches, we have great respect for each other. And so we there's no games to play in this situation. It's all up front, whatever we can do. And I think also there's great appreciation for athletes from other teams doing very well. So, I'm sure Jacob got a lot of congratulations from the Brainerd swimmers and Dominic, and of course from John Zemke from the Brainerd coach, as I congratulate all the Brainerd swimmers, especially the ones that I thought did a great job, and in a sincere way, saying, you got a great team. And so there's that, it's like there's great camaraderie among us.
How about that, guys? The being conference, perhaps the chance to be an all-conference swimmer, does that all kind of play into everything for you? Does it help make it even more special?
Well, it definitely does, but I feel like the team is the important thing, not necessarily just you getting all conference, but you want to do it for the team, get those points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Well, CLC, they have some pretty stiff competition. Does that competition get you ready for postseason? Do you feel like you have faced some of the stiffest competition already when you get out to the sections?
Yeah, definitely. We face a lot of people that we swim against in sections during dual meets and stuff, and at Maroon and Gold, and it's nice to see the competition and how you compare, and it's really fun.
What are your goals individually as you look ahead here to the sections and possibly getting to state personally and as a team? What do you want to accomplish?
As a team, I'd want to win conference for sure. I'd like to go to state in 2 individual events and 2 relays. And then I'd hope to, especially in the 100 free, I placed in the top 8 last year. I'd like to do that and move up, maybe even top 3. That'd be great.
How about you, Dom?
I want to make top 8 in the 100 breaststroke. If I could get top 4, that'd be great. And I also want to make top 8 in the 50 freestyle, and that'd be awesome.
All right, some pretty good goals these guys have, Tom.
Well, they're talented. They have talent. They work hard. I mean, we train as hard as we can, and we try to prepare. And we have the complete package of a good group of seniors and, of course, underclassmen that support them, and great family, great community. It works together.
And tell me what you do after your final dual meet this Thursday. You're going to have a gap before the section meets. How long gap is that?
Well, we have CLC the following weekend.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But we're not. We'll compete in the CLC meet and we'll go hard, but we're not going to taper for it because we really want to do well at sections of state. And so we'll train. We'll prepare for the dual meet on Thursday, and then Friday we're going to do some cross training. We usually do that on Wednesday, but we're going to flip flop that to Friday, where we have more open water and do a few things that Coach Childs does, which is really neat stuff. It's kind of fun and it's good. It's very aggressive. And then we'll have a normal practice Saturday, and then we'll get ready for the CLC, and then we'll probably technically we start a taper the Monday after CLC because that's 2 weeks till sections.
How much do you guys look forward to tapering at this time of the year?
It's the best time of the year.
I'm sure. About right now, you're ready for that.
Yeah. Actually, a couple of us guys were talking today how much we're ready for it. Just I don't know. I like training though, but getting that taper is fun too.
Mm-hmm. Well, there comes a point when you need it. I mean, mentally and physically, And then it's fun to see how they come off that taper, Tom. And this is something the Otters have always been good at too. You guys seem to have great tapers and are ready for the tough competition.
We've done one the last couple of years with our tapers, and so we'll knock on wood on that one. Hopefully we do it again. We're learning. There's certain things we're trying to improve. We're trying to get our dry land better. We've always spent some time doing dry land because I felt, especially in the girls' season, that's an area that we really missed, and I felt bad about that. So we learned a lot from the girls' season. We dovetail in the boys' season, and we hope to use things we learned from the boys' season for next girls' season. But they've done great at dry land. They've worked really hard. We do a lot of push-ups. We do a lot of scissors and stuff on. We do a lot of interesting stuff on the deck to really work our core strength. And they've been very diligent. That's where you have to, as an individual, you have to really do it right.
Okay. State championships don't come around very often. You guys were part of that team last year. Obviously, winning is incredible. Repeating is almost unheard of in any sport. Does that even enter your mind, trying to repeat this year with the lack of depth that you have?
It'd be nice, but we lost a lot of key people like Eric Money and Mike Hurley, and they definitely scored us some major points, but it'd be nice.
As a team, do you feel like you can challenge for a top place at state, though?
I feel like we might have enough guys that would place at the top, like probably almost 8. So we should be top 5 as a team. We should be up there.
I think so. I think we can be legitimately 6, 5, or 4, maybe even 3 if something happens. A DQ can do a whole lot at a state meet, and all you need is one team making a disqualification. Our divers are tough. If we can get 2 divers to state, that'd be huge. It'd be huge points for us because they will score high. And that some of these other teams do not have as tough a divers as what we have. So, this has been we've given the divers a lot of credit, well deserved, and I think this could be a year where if we can get 2 to state, that'd be just huge, and that'll be a real plus for us. And if we can get 3 relays, like we did last time, placing top 8, and that's a possibility. We could do that.
Yep.
And then, anything could happen. We're not going to have as many first places at state, but it'd be interesting to see what happens. We have some quality kids, and it could be a surprise.
And some great senior leadership, right?
We do. I can't say enough about the captains, and all the seniors have done great. I mean, from Zachary House and Andy Sturger and Kyle. They've all done great. Besky, and then of course, Kyle Rust, the whole crew has done a great job. And Matthew Jacobson. We miss Matthew. He's a key part of our program, and he's done such a great job on the deck, and we appreciate all of his hard work and still supporting the team as much as he can.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in, guys. Great job against Brainerd and all season. Keep it going. Get that undefeated dual season in the bag with a win at Alexandria Thursday, and we'll see what happens from here on out. But good luck to you. Stay healthy, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Dominic Jones, Jacob Fisher, and head coach Tom Uvaas from the Otter boys swimming and diving team. We'll be right back to wrap things up on Craig Olson Sports Live from the Z103 Grill at the Best Western in Fergus Falls right after this.